There's been a massive proliferation of data in the marketplace over the last few years. How's that impacted your approach to sales strategy?
Yeah, I mean, the reality is to be effective in the advertising ecosystem today, you have to have a cohesive and clear data strategy. And that's really impacted how we go to market because we are looking for those organizations that are being more forward in their data thinking and not only looking for data, but looking for data in a responsible way. And we've been partnering with a number of organizations to really build that responsibility in the ecosystem together.
You know, when we get to all these capabilities that people are developing, the marketplace is consistently changing. What techniques and tools scale in a consumer privacy first world?
Yeah, there are really two really big techniques that are particularly important. The very first one is your foundations. Do you have processes and technology to ensure data is protected, private, and used in an effective and governed way? The second one is data clean rooms and privacy enhancing or preserving technologies. So are you able to actually then codify and leverage those processes? And we as MasterCard, we've been in this game for 20 years securing payments, and it's how we're helping advertisers and those in the advertising ecosystem really take advantage of those leading privacy enhancing technologies as well as data strategy and governance techniques and tools in order to really drive an effective data strategy.
That makes sense. And with the reality that clean rooms and things of that nature are going to become more and more relevant and important, how important is actual having first party data to the future of measurement?
There is no world where first party data is not important for measurement. As the world evolves and as regulations evolve, but even more importantly, as consumer expectations evolve and our expectations as organizations evolve, we really need to be leveraging permissioned first-party data to get effective measurement. And you can't run an effective media strategy without effective measurement. So the future of the world is first-party data, and it's part of the reason why we're here today and having these conversations to learn more about that.
Makes sense. Scott, what impact, if any, does yesterday's huge announcement from Google that the cookie, long live the cookie, will live on, does it have any impact on your business?
It has more impact on my milk consumption than it does my business. It's going to be, the future of cookies is still in the same direction of travel because the reality is that consumer behavior and consumer expectations are in that motion of travel. So it is the status quo. The future is still a cookieless society. But now it's a matter of how cookies become part of that cookieless society and how we take the time to actually evolve on that path.